Welcome to Boys Lifestyle. This is Chem's Chaps, and this Saturday is the A-League Grand Final between the Newcastle Jets and Melbourne Victory. In two, Newcastle Jets against Melbourne City. They finished 2-1, as we all know.
Well, the Jets started off a bit slow, and the game, it was very wet conditions, which I don't know, it made the game a bit more, like, what would you call it? There wasn't as much attacking opportunities.
A bit more direct.
Yeah, we played a lot of long balls that game, and we looked most threatening off set pieces. We got a lot of free kicks and whipped a lot in, and that's where we looked most dangerous. And yeah, it wasn't the best game though from either team, but we got the job done in the end.
From our previous form, I think we've played our original game a lot more. Even in our 8-2 win, we were playing a lot of long balls over the top, and I think with Bogart at the back, we've been playing out a lot better and playing that attacking football that we like. So yeah, that's my thoughts.
So yeah, it was really good to get that win, and that sealed the grand final for the Jets. So then the night after was Sydney and Melbourne Victory, in which Melbourne Victory finally got the win in the 117th minute of extra time.
And it was actually a very entertaining game, very box to box, a fair amount of chances, especially towards the end. They looked very strong in that game, to be honest. I thought they definitely deserved it over Sydney. Sydney looked a bit average, in my opinion.
I think Sydney played one of their worst games of the season in that game.
So Victory looked alright.
But they did have to play 120 minutes of football.
But a lot of people say that that's a bad thing, but in my opinion it's a good thing, because then if it goes 120 minutes this week, I feel like they're more prepared because they've played 120 minutes last week.
I thought Antonis had a great resurrection in the game. He scored the own goal, he didn't put his head down, and he got a great winner in the end. Just before the semi-final, Melbourne Victory lost Reece Williams. He was a crucial part to their defence. Arguably their best defender for the season, and he was ruled out in the preparation for the game. So he's ruled out for the game this weekend. And then
Christian Theoharis,
there we are. He also misses out this week due to an injury from the game.
Duncan is ruled out, as you saw in the game.
Yeah, he's ruled out.
So Mossy will get the start. And Noah James will be on the bench.
And Dorosky, he will probably miss this game. A couple of weeks ago, he pulled his hamstring in the 8-2 F3 derby. And Wayne Brown is on his return. He might make the bench this week. Apart from that, I think the lineups will be the same as they were in the semi-finals. So Pato could be starting instead of Hoffman this week.
Because where they are kind of played the reserve team versus the first team, as in like what their starting lineup will be for the weekend, and Pato played the right wing instead of Hoffman, and Hoffman was on the reserves team. So that might be a change.
We'll have to see.
Yeah.
Melbourne Victory have got a lot. Melbourne Victory they've conceded 537 fouls this season. That's the most fouls conceded this season. They've also been given 61 yellow cards and 5 red cards. That just shows that it could be Muscat's coaching. Muscat he probably drills into them.
Yeah, the fouls will definitely be a big thing. We'll be able, hopefully, with Petrados on free kicks, I think is a very good free kick taker.
Yeah,
good from the dead ball. So hopefully we can take advantage of that and actually score off the free kicks, because he had a couple of chances against Sydney. Hoffman headed one over from the 6-yard box. Yeah. Hopefully we can get more of those chances, but actually put them away. So we've identified Petrados and Leroy George as the two main creators in both teams, and they've been the stars of their respective teams this season. George with 9 goals and 14 assists, Petrados with 10 goals and 9 assists. There's not really much of a difference between them. They're literally they're like that player for each team. He just creates everything.
The only slight difference you can see is Leroy George is much more of a dribbler, which means he wins many more fouls and he beats more players. So whether that difference provides a spark of victory.
Makes more passes. But yeah. So Petrados gets involved in the game a bit more, but then a lot of the things he does are less influential than Leroy George does. Because he normally gets the ball on the wing a bit higher up. And the other key matchup we've identified are obviously 2 strikers, Barisha and O'Donovan. 2 very aggressive men, 2 very angry boys. So hopefully they don't do anything stupid and get themselves sent off like O'Donovan did versus Sydney. But we'll have to wait and see if they can keep their aggression in check on the weekend. But they both are they're their team's primary goal scorers.
A high proportion of Victory's goals have been scored by Barisha, while at the Jets you've got lots of attacking players who have provided goals. You got Roy, of course, and then you've also got players like Petratos and Champness and Hoffman and Naboo before he left, and McGree with his goals. So Newcastle Jets have a lot more goal scoring prowess in all their positions around. Yeah,
in their
I think all of the Jets starting lineup except the keeper has scored a goal this season. So,
but Berisha is definitely a finals man, as we've seen over the past, however, like 6 seasons.
2 weeks ago.
His goal scoring record is amazing. Until he scored in every finals game he's played in until last week against Sydney FC, in which he didn't score.
Yeah, he scores goals. Simple as that. And the Jets will have to be. Oh, Boogaard and Topper Stanley have to play like real centre backs on the weekend if they want to stop him. Ernie Maris come out and said that we're going to be playing very attacking, good-looking football on the weekend for the Tan, hopefully. So I think we'll be committing, and that's what we've done all season: score a lot of goals, play very attacking, commit a lot of numbers forward. And I think that is where victory could break us open, as they're very good on the counter-attack. They've got Barbarouses and George with a lot of pace, and they could hurt us. Especially, I think fullbacks is one of our weak area with like Vuj, Georgievski, Hoff. Like none of it. Georgievski is definitely the standout as our best fullback, as he got man of the match in the final last year. If we can replicate that performance against his former team, except it's definitely our weakest area, and they could expose that on the weekend with the pace of Barbarouses and George. And I hope that doesn't happen, but we might have to see that happen, especially because Victory did it very well on last Saturday in the semi. They created overloads in the wide areas very well with their fullbacks and got crosses into Berisha, and they might look to do that again on the weekend.
In the head-to-head so far this year at McDonald Jones Stadium, the Jets have won 4-1 at the start of the season when Milligan got sent off, but that was after an early goal from Barbarouses. And then the Jets also won 2-0 in the other matchup at McDonald Jones Stadium. But the game in Melbourne, that finished 2-1 to victory.
We have the upper hand going. You'd put the money on the Jets at this point from what we've seen. Predictions?
Yeah, so I think it's going to be a 2-1 win to the Jets.
Goal scorers.
I think the goal scorers will be, I think to open the scoring will be Rory O'Donovan. I think he'll open the scoring in the first half, and then I think Berisha will get one just before the end of half time, and then I think Pato Rodriguez will score in the second half to win it for the Jets.
Nah, 2-1's too boring of a prediction, so I'm going to go for 3-1 for the Jets, as we're going to score a lot of goals. It's what we do. And I'm not saying times, I'm just saying Petratos is definitely going to get some assists. I don't think he's going to score, I think he's just going to get assists. I think McGree will pop up again, not quite as spectacular goal this time, but I think McGree and O'Donovan will definitely get on the score sheet this weekend.
Okay.
I also agree on a 3-1 score prediction this week. I think the victory will crack first. I think that although the Jets have played very, very well, I think the victory will crack first, and the Jets will come back, dominate after that, and cause havoc.
1-0 Jets. It's going to happen late in the game, last 20.
5-1. Jets.
3-2 Jets.
Yeah, I reckon it'll be 3-1 to the Jets. Yeah, with Joey Champness scoring the third to really seal it in the 87th minute.